Welcome to the Museum of American Heritage in Palo Alto, California, home of BayLUG's annual holiday show, where we put on our Lego display of our theme for the year, which this year is the Great American Road Trip. This is the last day of the show, so you won't be able to come see it, but hopefully you'll be able to enjoy the pictures and footage I've taken today and come to our next event, which will open in November of 2026 with the theme of space. We have other shows and meetings that are open to the public throughout the year, so check our website at baylug.org for details. The Museum of American Heritage is on the site of the historic Williams family house here in Palo Alto, California, and the gardens have been lovingly kept up by volunteers of the museum, and inside the house we have exhibits that change throughout the year, and it's always a great thing to come and see. But the reason we're here today is for the Lego, which is in the room in the back. BayLUG has an annual show here every year, and we have meetings here throughout the year as well. Here we have a club member, Bruce, who's got some items for sale. And then this building is where we have our meetings and where the show is held. BayLUG's 2025 collaboration is to build scenes from all over the country, roadside attractions, museums, giant statues, cars and trucks, minifigures having fun, all kinds of cool stuff that you might recognize from your own travels or places that you want to go. In a lot of the models, there is a particular minifigure to look for that we named Scout. And Scout is a reporter who is exploring the Great American Road Trip and reporting on all the various sights and scenes. A lot of our club members put a copy of this particular minifigure in their displays, and it's sort of a Where's Waldo kind of thing, if you can find those. You're not going to find very many Scouts on this video clip, but if you go over to my Flickr page and you look through my photos there, or on my blog at brickpile.com, where we have links to all of this, you'll see the photos where I took close-ups of a lot of things. And if you want to see something in particular, or you want to look for Scout, or you want to understand how something was built, or you just want to kind of understand something that the camera is whizzing by right now, you can go over there to my Flickr and you can take a look at all the photos in detail. Personally, my contributions, there's two things in here that I built. One of them is one of the UFOs that you'll see behind the Yosemite area. There's a farm scene and there's a UFO abducting a cow. I built that. And then my biggest contribution is the drive-through tree, which you can see over in the forest area at the end of the layout, where you've got a car driving through an opening cut into a tree. Of course, please do not try this at home. Do not cut into trees. So now that you've seen the Great American Road Trip from the side where the public views it, I'm going to go inside the layout and show you what it looks like from within. As our club members stand inside answering questions and talking to members of the public, we look down on the backsides of all the models, and here you get to see what that looks like. So this might give you a better angle on one of the models you were interested in seeing. And of course, again, I encourage you to check out the photos that I've posted as well if you want to learn more. From inside the layout, you can get a better view of the moving parts. For example, we have a Coyote and Roadrunner scene where the Roadrunner spins around and a little sign says beep, beep. And then over here we have two UFOs, one chasing the other. They're sort of rocking back and forth. And in San Francisco, there's a cable car going back and forth with a spinning worm gear that changes direction every time the cable car reaches the end. This is all done with the LEGO Mindstorms, of course. You can also get a better view of the flying saucer that I built over the farm. Also, besides the road trip layout in the middle of the room, there are models around the outside edges of the room that people have brought in. And I hope that you enjoy at least something in here, and please make a comment, like and subscribe, all that kind of good stuff. And come back at the end and I'll talk a little bit more about the club and collaborations that we've done. And here's the Gingerbread Village. It is sort of a mini collab. It's not an official club project, but several club members have worked together to put together some great little scenes in Gingerbread Land. In past years, this was part of our annual Christmas in the Park show, where a trailer is provided by the city of San Jose. And of course, no holiday show can be complete without a Christmas tree, this one decorated with Lego cars and brick separators, and a brick-built star on top. Over here we have several scenes based on the Pixar Cars movies, The Road to Hana on Maui, Pirate Ship, and a little scene from Alaska. These aren't really part of the road trip layout, but they're sort of related. On this side of the room, we just have an assortment of models, ranging from town buildings and trains and various things like that. The train goes through a tunnel underneath all the buildings and makes a loop. Of course, it's a Cal train because we're in Palo Alto, which is the train that runs between San Francisco and San Jose. Of course, this is the older diesel version, but not as old as the version that I built years ago, which no longer runs. This section is a life-size display with a picnic blanket and several items you'd be likely to see on a picnic, such as a stack of books and a Polaroid camera, and everything you need for a picnic. Here in this corner we have several of my models, the kangaroo, the teddy bear, this lamp that's based on an IKEA model where the shade had torn, so I built a Lego replacement shade, and the California Republic flag mosaic, and Kermit the Frog looking down from on high. After the show closes on its final day, We take down the barriers at last, the sneeze guards as we call them, that keep the children's noses and fingers off of our Lego bricks. So now you have a chance to see from kids' eye view what everything looks like without that plastic in the way. We take about 10 or 15 minutes to take photos and videos just before we tore everything down, put everything in its boxes, and took it all home. BayLUG has been around since 1998, so it's older than most of its members. We accept members of all ages, and most of our meetings are open to the public. So if you'd like to come check us out, check our website at baylug.org for more information about upcoming events. And we hope to see you soon at a meeting or show. Our next meeting will be on February 15th. It's open to the public, and we hope to see you there if you're in the area, in Palo Alto. We've been doing these collaborations since 2018, and a couple of them have actually been brought up to Bricks Cascade Lego Convention in Portland. So in 2023 and 2025, we had our Day of the Dead and Once Upon a Time displays up there. And if you went to Bricks Cascade, you might have seen them there. Those were big hits at those shows. This particular show is not going to be at Bricks Cascade, but some of us will be there, and hopefully we'll meet you there. I know I will be. BayLUG's theme for the next winter show is going to be space. And that happens to dovetail well with this year's Bricks Cascade theme of Out of This World. Unfortunately, I don't think very many club members will have their models built in time to take them up to Portland in the spring. So you'll have to come back to Palo Alto next November through January 2026 to 2027 to see our space display in full glory. I'll be building something hopefully in time for Bricks Cascade that will be suitable for both, but I haven't figured out what that is yet, so I better get busy. Anyway, that wraps it up for this year's BayLUG holiday display. Hope you've enjoyed watching these videos, and again, check out my photos over on Flickr for more information or my blog at brickpile.com. Thanks a lot, and see you soon.